Welcome back to the Land and Property Diary. Now, on the players today, I want to introduce you to a new innovation known as the concrete hollow twist blocks that are designed to enhance efficiency, strength, and sustainability of modern building projects. So, why don't you join me as we explore how this technology is being adopted?
My name is Samson Ontweka, a civil engineer by profession, working with Start Summer, the construction manager in their sites, and also the technical coordinator for the factories. That is, on site I am able to manage the site for Start Somewhere, and at the factory I'm able to come up with the mixed designs and also assist in the maintenance of the machines that are used in the daily operations of the factory. The twist block itself is a concrete material or a concrete building block that is manufactured in our local factories in the slum area, that is Kibera, and there are various stages that are involved in the manufacturing of the twist block. The mixing involves different type of materials, which are more as the aggregates that are used to make the twist blocks. So we use gauge 6 to gauge 10 mm coarse aggregate. We also use the river sands, which are acquired in our local rivers in the country, that is River Athi. We also are able to utilize cement, that is class 42.5 cement in the mixing, in the manufacture of the twist block. We also are able to utilize the water that we get from our taps, and then eventually all those materials carefully batched and then mixed in an electrical mixer to achieve the desired consistency and strength. So that is in a nutshell the mixing procedure. And then the procedure itself also involves distinct steps or stages that are to be followed by the people who are doing the mixing. That is, you have to first pour water on the mixer, then subsequently add cement to initialize the hydration process of cement, and then after some few seconds you're able to pour the aggregate, that is the coarse aggregate, and then consequently add the river sand. Practically it takes around 3 minutes to do the actual mixing and to achieve the desired consistency. Afterwards, the next step is known as the casting or the molding stage. So the molding stage is where we're able to pour the concrete, the already mixed concrete, into the molds. So the molds themselves are the ones which give the twist block its distinct shape. And while pouring onto the molds, the vibrator is always running to ensure that as you are casting into the mold, the concrete itself settles and the air voids within the concrete are being minimized, and also the block is able to achieve its desired strength and density. Afterwards, after the guy has done his casting, there is this process of storage of the already casted blocks. So usually store them in the factory just beneath the tables and at that storage area. Then it takes around 18 hours for the fluid concrete to harden. The guys demold after 18 hours, and then the concrete, the already hardened concrete or twist block, is subjected to the curing process. So that is the fourth stage of the manufacture of the twist block, that is curing. So the twist block are stored in a constant room temperature, and then they are allowed to cure on a high humidity. I'd like to show you how we do the installation of the twist blocks, so you can just follow me. If you can see the first layer of the twist block, there are special features of the twist block. These are known as the interlocking fins. This is the head of the twist block, and this is the tail of the twist block. So the tail of the twist block is meant to go into the head of the twist block, as I'm just demonstrating. Then to ensure that they are perfectly well placed. Then if you're able to observe, the head of the twist block is facing my left hand. So on the second course, this is the first layer. The second layer, the head of the twist block is asked to face the opposite direction, as I'm just installing it. So it has to go on the opposite direction to ensure that you don't have a straight joint in your construction. So that is in a nutshell how you can do a wall. So we call them the twist block because they allow you to have twisted shapes. So you are able to move your wall depending on the size and shape of the land, or rather the design that you have. So with a twist block, we say they allow you to have flexible floor plans. So you can build a perfect round house using the twist blocks. In a square meter wall, you're able to utilize around 11 twist blocks in doing that wall. While if you're using the Ndarugo 6 inches block, you'll utilize around 14 or 15 blocks. With the Ndarugo blocks, you're able to, you will have to utilize the mortar in doing the joint work of the blocks. With the twist block themselves, they are the interlocking blocks, so the aspect of using mortar to do the joint work of the blocks is eliminated. Also, with the conventional way of building, we all know that you have to use your pion to do the walling itself. So with the twist blocks themselves, materials like the pions, you don't have them while doing the construction. Another aspect of comparison is the twist blocks themselves are very smooth. They have a very smooth finish, so you don't need to necessarily plaster your house. Like for instance, most of the clients that we've done, we've executed projects for, they don't end up plastering the internals of the walls and externals of the wall. And if you are using the twist block and you want to plaster it, you just apply a very thin plaster that is not comparable to the Ndarugo conventional construction. Another factor that the twist block is able to beat Ndarugo is the aspect of construction type. So when building a wall using the twist block, it's usually very fast compared to the Ndarugo way of constructing, because in the Ndarugo way you have to lay only, let's say, 4 or 5 layers before waiting for the mortar to harden and then add the subsequent layers effectively. So with the twist block, if you have all the materials on site and you have enough labor, you can be able to achieve greater speed in construction compared to the other ways of constructing. If you want to reach us, you can reach us in our social media platforms. That is Build with Twist Blocks across very many social media platforms. The handles are Build with Twist Blocks.